Ladies and gentlemen, it is your Wall Rowing Super 60 Singapore. All of this part of the Singapore Urban Sports and Fitness Festival 2025. We're down to Verser Challenge number 4 for the Ergatta Echo. Let's welcome your athletes.
Only we can fly.
On Erg number 1, Daniel.
To the Matthews Bridge.
Daniel Vijay from Canada. On Erg 2, Anders M. Anders Matkestad from Norway. On Erg 3, let's give it up for Joel. Joel Nokarinen from Finland. On Earth 4, let's give it up for Anders E. We've got Anders Alquist from Sweden. Making his way to Earth number 5, let's give it up for Lloyd. Lloyd Schulbetter from Switzerland. Rowing at Erg number 6, this is Paul. Paul Marcy from United States of America. On Erg 7, you've got Brian Chia from Singapore. And on Erg number 8, this is Jeremy. Jeremy Tan from Singapore. Let's make some noise for your male athletes.
Okay, gentlemen, let's finish up our warm-up. Make sure we're all strapped in. Damper setting is where we want it. Hands off the screen, very similar to challenge number 3. On my 3, 2, 1 press, you're going to press start workout on your screen. At that moment, you can start rowing and start to accumulate your meters. After you press start, you'll see the countdown from 10 to 1, but start rowing, start accumulating those meters, and then the interval section of challenge 4 will begin. Again, we are looking for 2 scores, the accumulation of meters and the percent of perfect bars you can achieve. Not good, not great, we are just looking for perfect. Stand by. Athletes, 3, 2, 1, press. Challenge number 4 has begun. They have 10 seconds to get as many meters as they can to begin this workout. Here starts interval number 1. A 6-minute test, 17 different intervals with varying stroke rates. Strokes per minute these athletes have to achieve to get those perfect scores. A few greats there. Again, great is not going to cut it. We need perfect scores on as many bars as you can. That forms 1/2 of the score for these athletes. The second half is total meters rowed. You'll see the athletes in between the intervals trying to accumulate as many meters as they can. Then they have to bring up the stroke rate. They went from 18 to 34 here in interval number 5. The main number on the screen we're looking for is in the bottom right. The distance, you'll see that increase. Most of these athletes have eclipsed the 600-meter mark just about 2 minutes into the start of this event. And in the top middle of each screen, you can see the interval they're on. 17 total intervals. We're on number 7, and the time remaining in each interval. We're seeing a mix of perfect and greats here on interval number 8 from these athletes at 40 strokes per minute. We're dropping from 40 to 32 for interval number 9. Halfway through challenge number 4, our top male athletes have eclipsed 1,000 meters halfway into this challenge. 3 minutes remaining on interval number 10. The number of perfect scores is increasing as these athletes get more comfortable with the cadence of this event. Accuracy, an important skill here on challenge number 4. Interval number 11, 32 strokes per minute. Two minutes remaining for these 8 athletes in Versa Challenge number 4. The perfect scores continue to accumulate for these 8 athletes as the strokes per minute is dropping to 26 for interval number 14. 90 seconds remain. A push here between interval 14 and 15, the stroke rate increasing to 38 per minute.
About 60 seconds left for gameplay to get as many perfects as you can.
Push to the final interval. 45 seconds remain. "18 strokes per minute, increasing to 32 for the final interval. 30 seconds. Here we go. Let's bring these athletes home. Ten seconds.
There we have it, the game over. Wow. Let's have a look at the big screens on their scores. Don't forget, we are looking out only at the number of perfects.
So that is in the bottom left corner of the screen. Unofficially, it looks like Daniel Vigier had the greatest number of perfects with 117. Brian Chia, 116.
Yeah, very close. Very close number of perfects. Brian, fantastic work.
So we're looking, that is segment number 1 of challenge number 4 is the number of perfects achieved. Everyone, if you can press continue to stats on your screen so we can check out the meters. And again, the total meters rowed for each athlete will be in the bottom left. We had a couple athletes over 1,900 meters. Paul was 1954. Yoel 1934. So it looks like Paul took the second part of challenge number 4 as we just look for confirmation for lowest distance rowed. Okay, unofficially, Paul, looks like you took that portion of challenge number 4. If I can just get you to stand up, 1,954 meters. Your first experience with the Versa competition, how would you rate your performance thus far through 4 events?
Fairly consistent. Fourth, and second. We'll see how this one turns out, but pretty fun.
Has anything surprised you from the 4 challenges we've seen thus far in terms of the preparation, the actual performance on the field of play?
I'd say the games, nobody really has experience with them, so everybody's trying to learn real quick. People are picking up little tips. Some people are passing those tips on, some keeping them to themselves. A little bit of gamesmanship there makes it fun.
So did you find that the expectation coming in for challenge 3 and 4, because 1 and 2 were events that you can kind of have an idea of how to pace, how to strategize. This was unfamiliar for many of you athletes. So after doing challenge 3 and 4, how do you think you handled the unknown aspect of these 2 challenges?
Fairly well. These at 6 minutes, a little bit more endurance based than the first couple. First couple were for the sprinters. These a little bit more endurance focused, so I think I handled it well.
Well, it looks like those 2 scores will keep you on the podium, Paul, through 4 events with 1 event remaining. Going to Jeremy now, if I can get you to stand up. Just overall looking at not just this competition, the Singapore Indoor Rowing Championship, we have the Super 60 finale. You were early in on indoor rowing in Singapore. Of course, you have your business, which started back in 2016, celebrating the 10th anniversary coming up next year. Just how have you seen this sport grow in this country, culminating in an event like this?
Over the last 3 years, it's been exponential, man. I mean, 6-7 years ago, it was still at the infantile stage, but right now, look at it, man. We have a festival celebrating the indoor rowing, and I'm just like so happy to be here to see everybody getting excited about indoor rowing.
What are some of the techniques that you've used over the past 10 years to entice people who were on the fence of whether incorporating indoor rowing into their training? And if there's someone listening to us right now who's coming here to check out High Rocks or the boxing or the strongman, why should they incorporate a machine like the indoor rower into their overall health and fitness regimen?
I came from a bodybuilding background, so I was a big guy. So after doing like 10 years of competitive bodybuilding, I went to road cycling and then now running High Rocks. So, you know, to anybody that is big and think that they can't have a big aerobic capacity, please use the indoor rower. I mean, it's gonna really change your life.
Now, obviously at your facility, you incorporate traditional training, 500 meters, 2,000 meters, some relays. How do you think games like this, the Ergatta games, and a little bit more gamified aspects of indoor rowing, how do you think that will help bring in a more diverse client base?
I think with the gamification right now incorporated with indoor rowing, it's going to take it to the next level. I mean, I had so much fun playing Guitar Hero on the rower, so, you know, I think it's going to be the next big thing, man. I mean, of course, the old school or the purist indoor rowers are still going for the 2Ks, but with the newer generation coming right up, you know, this is going to get them onto the rower, exploring it, better, and then from then on, probably can get everybody to do the 2K eventually. Yeah.
There's room for both, your 500-meter training, your 2K training. If you want to try one of these games, either Echo or Meteor, you're able to do that right here and compare yourself to the scores to these male and female athletes we've seen on the Versa Challenge. So Sharina, 4 events down. We'll take a look at the leaderboards for both men and women coming up momentarily, but 1 event to go, and we're going to crown the 2025 Versa Challenge champion.
It's exactly right, Mike. And we are going to be having the Versa Challenge 5 at 3 p.m. later. But what's happening in between? At 12:30, we are going to have our Singapore Indoor Rowing Championship. And this time around, it's going to be very interesting because it's a mixed relay. Who would have thought you can do a mixed relay style with rowing? Back to you, Mike.
Female leaderboard has been calculated, so we're going to take a look at that again after 4 events, 1 event remaining. Here's where we're at. This is through 3 events. We are efforting the full female leaderboard through 4 events. Of course, VAR on top of the leaderboard through 3, first, and first. We saw Lena officially was the winner of challenge number 4 for the women. That's going to keep her on the podium. Not sure if it was enough to knock VAR off of the top spot. And Charlotte was in 2nd place coming in to challenge number 4. While we wait for the leaderboard, there's lots of spots open at the Ergatta section, so you can try Meteor or Echo on your own. Gentlemen, you can, here we go, updated female leaderboard. Charlotte moves from 2nd to 1st. Charlotte with a 2nd place on challenge number 4. For 2nd place puts her in the top spot with 1 event remaining. VAR, after 3 wins in a row, a 5th place in challenge number 4. She moves, actually we have a tie for 1st and 2nd at 8 points. And Lena, with her 1st place performance in challenge number 4, rounds out the top 3. So we have Charlotte, VAR, and Lena.
It just shows that it's still anybody's game. We saw VAR on top, and right now Charlotte is on tie with her with 1 more Versa Challenge just happening at 3 p.m.